here. Welcome to my very first, we're going to call this Flannel Favorites from 2018. So thank you, Sharon, for the idea for the video. I'm going to kind of take you guys through some of my favorite things that I either discovered last year in 2018 or things that I just really liked, things that worked well for us or for me personally. So here we go. I've got a list here of 10 of my favorite things from 2018, and let's start with number 1. The first one is this book here. It's called The Keto Diet. It's by Leanne Vogel. And if you've heard anything about the keto diet or you're not very familiar, it can sound pretty extreme to eat a keto diet. But Leanne in her book explains kind of the ins and outs of it, different variations. Like if you need to have certain levels of carbs that work better for you, she explains how to do that. In fact, the first half of this book, I'd say it's about half of the book is just learning about what this kind of eating is, what your body does with it, you know, how it all works. She gives you menu plans, like grocery kind of stuff, what to buy, how to plan out the meals and whatnot. And then the second half is recipes, and there are so many good recipes in here. We've tried a lot of them, and I would say that my favorite that I use almost every day is the Rocket Fuel Latte. It's basically, most people I think use coffee with that, but I use vanilla chai tea. I love chai tea anyway, but this is a better way of having the tea without all the sugar and stuff like that in it. But it's very good for you and tastes really good. So, favorite book, The Keto Diet. Go check it out. Lots of good information in here. And if you're a visual learner like I am, lots of colored stuff and pictures and charts and things. So, very cool. Okay, so the second thing, it's going to be a little tricky to show you this. I'm going to have to maybe put the camera on my phone here for a minute. But my favorite app this year has been an app called Pacifica. And this is an app where you can go in and kind of track what your moods are. If you struggle with depression, anxiety, any other kind of mood issues, you can go in here and let me show you. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this okay. So you can go in here and kind of update how your mood is at any time during the day, as many times as you want. You can put details in there. And if you swipe through the pages here, there's different activities you can do as well. And the thing that I like is the meditation. They have guided meditations in here. And I believe to open all those up, you have to have a subscription. But they do start you out with a few free ones. And they're anywhere from 1 minute long to about 10 minutes. Different topics, different kinds of meditations, different things to kind of think about and work through as you meditate. So pretty cool. Lots of variety there. So yeah, I thought that this was pretty cool, and it's been helpful so far. And I believe you can go through here as well and look at kind of your history of, you know, it can track your moods. So it'll give you kind of a flow chart of your moods. So you can kind of maybe tie that to monthly cycles if you're women. For men, other factors in your life that may affect your mood as well. So kind of an easy way to track those kinds of things. Alright, so number 3, I never talk about makeup on here just because I'm just kind of a simple girl in that regard. But something I discovered this year that I'm really, really liking is a specific kind of mascara. This is called Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. And it is water resistant, so not technically waterproof, but it does hold up very well. So this is what it looks like. And I like this because my eyelashes tend to be thin and maybe a little short, and so most mascara brushes just tend to clump them all together and it looks like spider legs. So this one, I'll see if I can get you to see this. The brush, let's see, how do makeup people do this? So the bristles are very close together and they're very little. So it just works really well at putting the mascara on and things don't get all clumpy and yuck. So very good one. Number 4 is my new favorite jewelry. This is some jewelry that I found at a craft show recently, and the young lady that makes this, her business is called Gunpowder Girl, and she is a bullet jewelry artist. So I don't know if you can see these earrings I'm wearing. They're made with 22 shells. It has a little copper leaf there by it too. And then this ring that I'm wearing here is made with a bullet as well. It says a 9mm Luger on it. But I just thought that the stuff that she makes is so cool looking. So I just had to get some, and this is her card. I don't know if you can see that okay, but I will post a link below as well so you can check out her website. Number 5 is a stethoscope clip or stethoscope holder. Now I'm a medical assistant. That's my regular job during the day, and so I'm carrying around a stethoscope with me all day. And I used to carry it around my neck, but the kind of rubber tubing that it is, it kind of grabs the little hairs on the nape of my neck, and it's really irritating. And the infection control people say you can't put those fancy little cloth covers on your stethoscopes anymore either. So I'm gonna put some pictures up here for you right now to see. This one is of the clip, and the way that they have it sitting there, it looks a little bit weird. The clip itself, the brass clip, is usually kind of flipped up and over to the right. So it clips on your waistband like this. It could clip on your belt loop if you want, but I put it right on the top of my waistband of my scrubs, and the clip hangs, or the hook hangs down then. And this is one way that you can carry the stethoscope on there, but I just make my stethoscope into a loop and just hook it on there. It looks like a lasso hanging from around my waist. And this is what it looks like before they put the paracord covering on it. So that's how it looks when it's hanging from the clip. But this has been really, really handy. It's kept my stethoscope out of the way. I don't tend to drop it like I used to. I'm not losing it, leaving it behind as much as I was before. And I have had some other people come into our office as patients, and they see it, and they work in healthcare as well, and they ask me, what is that and where did you get it? And so I'm giving out this information as well to them. So this was on Etsy, and I will post a link to this Etsy seller as well. Number 6 is a company called Grove Collaborative, and what I found on there is these Mrs. Meyer's cleaners. They have all kinds of products on this website, and this is just one of them. They have a couple different brands and whatnot, but I really am enjoying the Mrs. Meyer's cleaning stuff. They have hand soaps and dish soap, and this is a multi-surface, like an everyday cleaner, so you can just kind of spritz it onto your kitchen table and give it a quick wipe, or the kitchen counters and give it a quick wipe down. But these smell really good, and they have seasonal scents that they come out with. So this one is the apple cider. It came out in the fall, and this is one of my favorites so far. But yeah, these are, it's a fun way to get cleaners, and they send it right to you. You can subscribe, so they do monthly shipments to you if you get stuff that often. I don't, but it's an option. And they also have different healthcare, like health products as well. So go ahead and check that out. This next one I'm categorizing as a power tool, but I don't know if you consider this a power tool or not. This is, it's the Pool Blaster. And this is a vacuum for a swimming pool. So I'll try to show you here. It's on a long handle. So we have a pool out back, and it's one of those, we call it a pop-up pool. It's like a just a simple frame. It's a circle-shaped pool that's about 22 feet across and about 4 feet deep when it's full. So it's one of those where it doesn't come with like a skimmer or a drain that has, the filter system and the, all that stuff. It just has a circulating pump on it. So we have to vacuum the dirt and debris out of our pool, and this has worked excellent. I've been very happy with this. It's basically a giant, powerful dust buster that's submersible, and it works really well. So you recharge it, so you plug it into the wall when you're not using it, and then you go and use it in the pool, and this filter in here comes right out. You rinse it with the hose, pop it back in, and you're good to go for a while longer vacuuming. Battery seems to last a while, so it's doing really good, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one. If you're needing a vacuum for your small pool, this is the one to get. And the next one, some of you are probably going to cringe at this, but this is my new favorite, just kind of everyday drink. And if you are somebody who likes to drink pop or soda, whatever you call it, where you're from, if you're a pop drinker and you open one of these up expecting pop, you're going to be disappointed. I think of it more like if you're bored with regular water, upgrade to LaCroix, because it's got fizz to it and it's got just a slight flavor of a fruit, you know, whatever fruit flavor you want to buy. But this one is passion fruit. There's only a couple of LaCroix flavors that I even like because some of them just taste bitter to me, but the passion fruit is one that I really like. So yeah, if you want to try something out that's a little bit different than water, a little bit better than plain water, try this. But remember, if you're a big time pop drinker and you're expecting pop, you might not like it. I don't know, try it. You might be surprised, but yeah, it's a nice thing to have in the garage. Already cold, you just pull it out of there and just have something to drink that's a little better than water. All right, next one is a program called Metabolic Renewal. This is what I've been doing for exercise this past year, and I'm really liking it. It's a 12-week program, and they do include like meal plans and things like that in the program as well. The thing that I like the most is the exercise. So it comes in a DVD set. There's 4 DVDs in here. Each one you do for 3 weeks. And it's just 15 to 20 minutes, 3 times a week. And the thing that I like the most is the guy that leads these, the creator of this program, his name is Jade Tita. While you're doing the workouts, he's encouraging you to work hard, but then rest when you need to rest. And I like that because other programs that I've done in the past, you feel kind of like a failure if you get a few minutes into a program and you're just dead. Like you feel like you can't go any further. So you feel like, oh, this isn't going to work for me because I can't do what they're doing on the video. But this one, he encourages you to work hard, push hard, and then rest when you need to, and then get back into it when you're ready. So that was really helpful. Just kind of, lets you off the hook with the pressure of trying to do something fitness related, because it's hard to do what those people do on the videos sometimes. So this was a really good one. Go check it out. I'll put a link below to this as well. And my final favorite is a favorite quote, and I hope it's not too cheesy to actually quote myself, but this came up in my Facebook newsfeed as a memory. You know how those will pop up once in a while in your newsfeed of stuff that you've posted in the past. So this was a post that I did for New Year's last year. So here it is. It says, "What if our New Year's resolutions could only be made by other people on our behalf? If we are completely honest, what would others want us to change about ourselves? It's probably very different than what you think you need to change about yourself. Resolve to love yourself like your best friends do." So that's kind of a stop and think kind of a quote, how you think about yourself, and not necessarily worrying about what other people think of you, but kind of seeing yourself through other people's eyes, because I think that we're loved more than we think we are. So like I said, resolve to love yourself like your best friends do. Don't be mean to yourself, okay? You guys have a good new year this year, and let me know what your favorite things are that you've discovered. Leave me some comments below, and I do appreciate the ideas for video topics, so leave those as well for me, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.